this one is what I think it is, guys, we are in for a treat. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. This is going to be one heck of an interesting video here. So fasten your seatbelts, grab your cup of coffee here, and let's get to it, right? That being said, again, those links are down below if you want to check out this knife or any other knife in this video. It helps out the channel when you use those links. That's entirely up to you. We got a Remette branded zipper pouch here. Oh, yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. It is exactly what I thought it would be. So this is going to be an epic unboxing here. We got a wiping cloth and a little plastic there where the knife came. This one is in a nice little slip here, right? Nice little slippy there, kind of like a traditional slip joint, right? It doesn't, even though it has a pocket clip, so you could carry it with a pocket clip. You could also carry it in this leather pouch. Got the Remette branding right there, looking pretty good. Let's go ahead, also nice stitching too, right? Nice little light orange stitching. Let's check out this guy right here, ladies and gentlemen. Holy macaroni. So yeah, I've been keeping my eye on this one since the moment it was announced a while back, man. And yeah, I have a small channel, so obviously it took a while for me to finally get a chance to check this one out. But man, oh man, I can't believe I'm actually holding this in my hand right now. This is the Swordfish, and are you ready? This thing is a gravity knife. We're going to get into that because, I mean, gravity knives, for the most part, are some of the most illegal knives that you can carry, especially in some places, right? Not everywhere. Really depends where you live. Obviously, know your local laws, know what you can and cannot carry and things like that. But so far, I will tell you this. The titanium here feels really good, right? Good milling. Check out the nice pattern right there, looking very nice. It's on both sides. Very interesting. We have a nice little toxic, carbon fiber, green, yellow, and black. Insert going on this other side. On the front side, we have Remet as the brand, and we got the little switch, right? Okay, look, the little switch, as I push it forward, it's kind of like an OTF or out the front, and in the way it is an OTF, except it's not spring-loaded. It's using gravity to be able to deploy. So as I push forward on this little lever here, if you would, right? It's got some good jimping on it. Push forward, these little wings on the side open up, and if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Ooh, oh man. Okay, though, that's locked in place. That's not going anywhere. Holy smokes. Okay, did that just come out of there? I don't know, guys. Please please forgive me. I'm like a little kid here in Christmas morning, but this is cool. This is my type of jam right here. I'm gonna go ahead and undo or close the blade. As you can see, it's all about gravity, right? Because if I have it pointing up, right, the blade isn't going anywhere. I have to kind of point it down. And then the blade comes out, slides in and out on this track. And then these little flaps also keep it in place once it's open. So no rattling. That's good, right? No rattling of any kind. And that is only a little bit of side to side, no up and down, just a little bit of side to side. But that's okay, right? That is expected because even OTS, the ones that are spring loaded or dual action, right, also have some sort of little bit of play and also rattling, which we don't see on here. So let's talk about the blade here for a moment. We have a beautiful M390 blade, right? Kind of a bee-blasted finish to it, which looks really good. Looks to be a clip point, right? And a nice little fuller right there. So that is awesome. All right, you guys take a look. Holy smokes, this is beautiful, right? This is beautiful, and it's just as awesome as I thought it would be. It is actually fulfilling every single piece of expectation I had about this thing. And that action, ooh. All right, I'm gonna have to get really good with it, right? Can I practice a little bit? Oh, there we go. So, man, all right, let's talk ergonomics on this thing, right? Obviously, it's going to feel very good ergonomically speaking. You also have some good jimping there, which is nice. So it kind of gives you good jimping for your thumb. You could turn it around if you were doing reverse cutting, right? It's very symmetrical from that standpoint. All right, feels really good. I'm able to get a full purchase, even with my average size hands. Again, not the biggest, not the smallest. We have a pocket clip, which is not reversible. We have a little lanyard solution back here as well for my 3 to 5 lanyard people out there that watch the content. But other than that, I mean, this is cool. I think the only other thing I noticed too is you probably want to wait patiently until the whole blade comes out, because if you were to do it, prematurely, right, you're basically having, I want to say, maybe not, but the blade is actually very close to this little flap right there. So I'm not sure if it even touches the edge or not. So that would be something I go over in the review video. But man, this is really, really cool. If you guys know anything about the channel, right, you guys know the Remette XOM is one of my favorite knives. It's also a gravity knife, right? This one has also a locking switch. You kind of open it like that, blade drops, right? Same deal with this one. You can actually lock it closed, which this one, you know, in a way, you also, I mean, it's pretty much already locked once it's open because these flaps are locking it closed, right? Or locking it in place once open. And then same thing, right? Drops shut there. I mean, so many similarity between these two, right? I love my Remette XOM. I'm excited for what the carry experience is going to be like with this guy. But if you have been into gravity knives by now, I mean, you probably have heard of the Remette XOM at some point. So check that out right there. Take a look. Pretty comparable size. I want to say about very similar cutting path or cutting length on each one, right? Obviously, this one is a dual edge dagger, has 3V steel, right? And again, only with gravity are you able to get this guy to work. And also the acoustics are really, really sweet as well. So yeah, definitely one that you definitely want to check out as well. There's a review and unboxing on this guy in the channel also if you want to check them out in more detail. But this is a new kid on the block, at least for me, the swordfish from Remet. So I'm excited for it. I'm all here for it. Took a while for me to get my hands on this borrowed one. Here's that Microtech stitch. That's going to be a little bit of a bigger knife. Here is that CT308 carbon fiber. This one has titanium as well, right? That's going to be a bigger, more of a overbuilt tank. Both of these are, as a matter of fact, but obviously a little bit bigger there by size comparison standards. Here's the MSI from Microtech as well. It's going to be a little bit bigger also. And some of the other typical guys here in the channel. There's your Manix 2, Yojimbo 2, right? Those are going to be honestly very comparable in size, right? It's right there in the ballpark. You guys be the judge. Here is the Demco 8020.5. It's a little bit shorter. Here's the Kumru Chad. That one is going to be a little bit longer, just a hair. If you guys know anything about me, right, you guys know I love a nice milled titanium, right? Nice milling pattern, which is what we have here, looking really nice. It kind of gives her personality, gives her a nice little touch right there. So yeah, the 8020 and the Chat definitely have that going for them, which is why I love them so much. On the budget end of things, here is the Civivi Vision FG, very popular from last year, and the Kaiser Molotov. This is the budget version that was recently released in October of 24. So take a look. They are very comparable in size, although a little bit bigger than the Swordfish. And last but not least, here's the CJRB Hectare Alt and the Vostede Raccoon, right? Again, these are average size, medium to large. Very common, good size for EDC. Highly recommend. Oh, by the way, I have content on all these knives, and all of them are linked down below in the description and the pinned comments if you want to check them out. Again, it does help out the channel when you use those links, but that is entirely up to you and at zero extra cost, right? That being said, right, how good does this guy cut, right? Of course, M390. So it should definitely deliver on that department. Ooh. All right, slicing. Look at that, I'm cutting swirls. Is there perhaps a nick somewhere? Not necessarily. There we go. Boom. Bam. Yeah, and we have plenty of cutting path here to cut, which is very nice. All right, obviously it's going to cut paper all day, every day. What about some cardboard? You got some everyday single wall cardboard right here. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle like that. And it's going to look something like this. Here we go. I can actually, this is not a dagger like my Remette XOM, I can actually put my thumb on the blade, which is nice, right? And I can get my cuts. Bam, boom, flat grind going on here in case I haven't already mentioned that. And yeah, I'm getting some good cuts going on there. Is it gonna slice? Is it gonna cut? You absolutely bet your money that it will. All right, and you're gonna look pretty cool while cutting, that's for sure. Man, yeah, that is one slicey flat grind. Again, that is a factory edge, but it's not a brand new edge. It has already been seeing some use here via the pass around. So you guys rate it in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy, right? How much of an edge has it retained? You all let me know. let me give you guys a quick acoustic session here. All right, so something that I figure is you'd want to keep it open until the blade comes all the way out. Then you want to also keep it open until the blade goes all the way in, right? You don't want to prematurely close the gate, right? So that the blade can fully make it all the way out and also make it all the way back in. As long as you do that, which again, just got used to it pretty quick, all right, you should be pretty good. It just happened right there on that last one. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, right? But yeah, pretty cool knife, man. You guys, man, you guys know how the drill goes by now. I'm going to be carrying the heck out of this thing. You know, this thing is going right in the pocket the moment this video is over. Talk about a nice, elegant, beautiful looking knife right here. I am sold. I'll tell you that right now. I was so tempted to pick one up. Finally, that I have it in my hands. And after I carried this one for a while, I'll tell you what, man, I might be picking. Very likely that I might be picking one of these up for myself. That's for sure, guys. And if you haven't liked the video yet, please do so. Help your boy out here. It is absolutely free, and it does help this video reach a larger audience, guys. If you want to support the channel a step further, there's a link for Patreon down below, or you can support the channel right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks, right? But yeah, very, very interesting knife right here, to say the least, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What questions do you have for the review video? Of course, this guy is linked down below, just like every other knife that you saw in this video as well. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Man, what a gorgeous piece of artwork right here. I'm excited for this one. You guys already know this is going to be a blast to EDC. I'll tell you that right now. And probably going to annoy the crap out of my wife in the process. Probably do that as well. Check out the video here on the Remette XO-M, right? That's going to be on your left-hand side, right? That's also a very recommendable, fun gravity knife. And speaking of gravity things, check out the gravity karambit, right? Also from Remette. This is the XO-K, right? Which again is pretty wild, right? This one is very, very interesting. Check it out if you haven't already. I'll put video cards for these on your left and right hand side of your screen, guys. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here until the end. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.